try to test me, yeah. Every day a nigga try to end me, yeah. Pull off in that roadster SV, yeah. Pockets overweight, getting hefty, yeah. Coming for the king, that's a far cry, yeah. I come alive in the fall time, man. The competition, I don't really listen. I'm in the blue moon, song, bumping new edition. House so empty, need a centipede.
Okay. So, yes, let me adjust my cam. Okay, so I hope you can hear me. Uh, Everything looks good. Yes, guys. So, yeah, please start putting the questions. Meantime, let me start with the old questions that I wanted to cover. Okay, so I'm putting message in the Telegram group so that if someone is there who is online, then probably he'll be able to join also. Okay. So meantime, do one thing, guys. Please put your questions in the chat box so that I'll be able to answer your questions. NZE, hi brother, hi. Okay. Uh, okay, it looks like I have already put the message in the group. So yeah, let's start with the stream. So very first question that I wanted to cover and that wasn't covered in the last video is um do you offer the modified sources with the Evilginx package, and how these modified sources are different from the other modified sources? Okay, so first of all, see, the modified source is not high cryptus. So modified source is not something like out of the box or something like magical. Okay, you can do it too, and it is quite easy to modify because if you check the whole Evilginx project, it's quite organized. So in the way that you can in like anyone can understand if he has the programming background, right? And when you compare my source modification with the other source modification, then I'd like to say that, see, everyone has their own ideas, everyone has their own logics. Okay, so like I personally thought that I wanted to add the force gate method because it was helpful in some conditions, so I added it. Some other guys might not think that it is necessary to add that particular method, so they will not. So each and every version of the modified source code is modified for that particular guy. Okay, no one is modifying the source code to generalize, okay, generalize use or something, right? So yeah, that is the difference is going to be there always. So yeah, okay, so is it possible to set up Evilginx in localhost? Okay, Ranvinder Shah. Yes, it is possible to set up on the local host also, but you should be using the Linux. Okay, if you are doing on the Windows, it's quite hard to do it because we have to modify the local DNS, and by default, Windows doesn't allow that. You have to install the external DNS, then modify it, and blah 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 blah. Right? But in the Linux, especially in the Ubuntu, everything is like simple. Only thing you have to do is make a changes in the host files and that will be done, that will be it. Okay, and by the way, this modification of the that setup of the local is already covered in the course, and I have shown in the course how to set up on the Ubuntu on your local system. By the way, on my personal power, I test almost all fishlets on my local. Okay, almost all fishlets on my local. I have already set up the lab on this local. I just need to add the fishlet, and whatever the proxy host I am using in my fishlet, I just need to replicate those proxy host in my host file and change the IP address to local IP address, and yeah, I can host the fishlet on my local also. But see, it is only for development purpose. If you are saying that I will host the fishlet on local and I will send link to someone, no, it is not going to work. Hosting fishlet on the local is only for development purpose and testing purpose only. If you want to send someone to the over the internet, then definitely you have to be have that particular external IP addresses. So in case your computer has static IP addresses like IPv4 static IP that you purchase with the internet connection, then yes, it will work with the port forward. But I recommend get a VPS. Why you leaking your own IP address, right? Great. My question is how to, okay, Cryptus is saying my question is how to avoid red page. Is it so confusing? How you did through the video? In the video, actually, I provided the steps and reasons why it is getting into the red. Uh, After that video, I have uploaded more 3 videos. In fact, let me show you. I think that will be also visible on my end. So let me show you here. Okay. So if I go to my playlist and if I play this Evilginx source playlist, can you see it is saying fixing the Evilginx page turned red, whatever it is, right? If you go below, see the source level modification is there, the network level modification fix is there, fishlet level modification fix. Oh, it's not visible on the screen. Wait. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Okay. Can you see these 3 last videos that I uploaded? Source level modification fix, network level modification fix, and fishlet level modification fix. Okay. The original video that I added, it was just an introduction to those topics so that you will at least get to know like what are the, like you will get eagle eye view. Simple. Okay. And in this one I have breakdown and I have showed like actual solutions. Okay. Here I have modified the source. Here I have done the more like network level setup to avoid. Here I have done the fishlet level methods to avoid. Okay, so I have covered that all of these things here. But the only problem is I have made these videos, these 3 videos, uh, basically members only. Okay, that's the only thing I have done, and it is necessary because you see I am basically doing all of this to gain some stability in my life, right? So definitely I'll be either be making it paid or I'll be adding in the members only. Okay, so you can get a members and you will be able to see those videos. Okay, great. Now let me go back to the uh, questions. Okay, how can we handle the red page easier? There is a no easy solution for red pages. See, right now I have provided the solution, but these pro solutions change the over the time. Previously, it was like it wasn't required to add additional protection. With only few steps and modification, it was avoiding the red pages, right? It was simple. But what happens day by day, all of the scanners, all of the bots are getting advanced. They are implementing new detection mechanisms and all. So we have to modify ourselves accordingly, right? So that's why there are 3 videos right now, as of now. Okay, if there are ways by which like bots are trying to, or let's say there is a method which is discovered to detection, then definitely I have to add the countermeasures for that also. So I'll be adding more videos. Okay, so yeah. Okay, Yash is saying hi mate, please DM check. Okay, so yes, I'll check the DMs. I wasn't available today, so I didn't check it. Definitely I'll check after the live stream. Okay, how do I bypass AV for my link? AV, what is AV? How do I bypass AV? Memes, please do one thing. Tell me what is the AV. Give me a little bit more explanation so that I'll be able to understand the question better, so that I can answer better. Okay. How do I bypass? Okay, so by bypass, I got one question that one subscriber was asking. He was asking how can we bypass the Cloudflare? See, don't put the question in generalized way and don't ask the sensitive questions on the YouTube. 2 things. Okay, let's talk about the Cloudflare bypass. Okay, so right now Cloudflare is not like some kind of Cloudflare like firewall or something. Okay, Cloudflare is a bunch of services. They provide different services. First service is obviously the DNS provide. The second is anti-bot. Third is waiting rooms. The fourth is DDoS migration. The fifth is web level firewall, which is WAF. The sixth is load of services. So Cloudflare basically provide the sixth is DNS. So Cloudflare basically provide the load of services. So when you talk about the bypassing the Cloudflare, let me know like which service you are talking about. If you are talking about the waiting room, there is no way to bypass it. If you are talking about the proxy of service of the Cloudflare, yes, there are ways to bypass it, but I will not say to bypass it, because the ways I am talking about where we will be discovering the IP address from the past. So it's not like the bypass, but it's more like doing the research or digging into the past. Okay. If you are talking about the, let's say, a regional DL service, so yeah, that also can be bypassed using VPN connections. If you are talking about, let's say, any other service, I don't know, like basically the answer depends on the which service you are talking about. Okay, great. Okay, Yashraj is saying AV means antivirus. Great, great, great. How do I bypass? Okay, so I know what he's talking about, the memes he's talking about. So whenever there is a fishlet link created and it is shared on the Windows PC, in some cases what is happening, the antivirus in the Windows itself is detecting and flagging that particular link. Okay, so that's the biggest problem as of now. Okay, so how exactly that is happening? So I did little bit study on this. Basically I was also facing that particular issue, then I figure out the way to avoid that. Not completely, but I figure out the mechanisms that antiviruses are using. So basically antivirus has a full access of your computer to check all kind of files, to check all kind of programs. Okay, so sometimes what happens, there is a XYZ program which is in the running and it injects the malicious code in the runtime, right? So that also antivirus has to detect. So that's why antivirus has almost like administrative level permission over your computer, and it has the ability to check your websites also. So that, like, that means it has ability to check the website content also. I'm talking about the antivirus. So what exactly happens when you proxy the Evilginx domain using your own link? When the response is coming in the meta tag, if you check the origin or in the meta tag of the website or HTML tags, there is always something link which is related to the original website and which is not going to replace by the Evilginx. As simple as that. That's the one way to do it. The second way is it automatically extracts the links across the all of the popular domains. So let's say I have mentioned in the course also, like for example, there is a Google website. So everyone knows the Google website. Okay, if Google website is available on XYZ domain, then obviously it's a fake domain, right? Obviously it's a fake website. So that applies to Google, Office, Yahoo Mail, that applies to Gmail, that applies to QQ, that applies to Proton Mail, and like a lot of popular services. So there, that all of this shit is hard coded in that particular antivirus software. Okay, depends on software also. So yeah, like, I don't think so there are ways to do it, but yeah, like, you can avoid it for some time, I'll say. And if you are not doing for the popular website, then yeah, there is a way to bypass it by changing the metas and all. Okay, like, I have to do more study on that because I really know little bit, because I work on that like very like few times. But yeah, there are ways. Okay, next thing is, when blacklist is turned on, can others who I sent my link still be able to view that link or not? Yes, 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 scripters. They will be able to see the links, they will be able to click the links, and until and unless their IP address is not blocked, they will be able to access that link. Okay. So the basically the blacklist is designed for that way only. If you are sharing the link to the targeted person, then only targeted person will be allowed to see. All other peoples will be blocked. Okay, so blacklist is specially designed for that. So yes, you will be able to see. Great. Yes, is saying, what about the Cloudflare turnstile captcha? See, in the Cloudflare captcha also there are 3 levels. It depends on your browser reputation. It depends on which security from the Cloudflare you are using. So if you I am talking about like normal website which is using the Cloudflare, like my website, I am using like Cloudflare in my all of the websites to hide IP address. So by default, I get one Cloudflare captcha for broad protection, right? So that captcha is easily bypassable with the Evilginx. You just add the proxy host, and you just add the proxy host for, let's say, Cloudflare also, and you will be able to easily bypass. But the challenge comes with the second and third level, where you have bot fight mode enabled, and there is a one more uh, security. I think it was the waiting room only. I guess I'm not sure, where you have to enter the captcha after some times in order to prove that you are legitimate user waiting. Okay, so in that case it is really hard. I wasn't able to bypass it, but I think there should be ways to bypass it. See, though, basically what the Cloudflare does is it checks your browser reputation. Okay, based on your browser reputation, it is basically, I don't know, like it is checking if the browser is safe for or not, or something like that, right? But the thing is, everything can be bypassed. The only problem is you have to know how to reverse engineer JavaScript. You have to have like find the JavaScript which is causing that particular problem, like calculating tokens on the client side, checking the data on the client side, checking the original domains on the client side, and blah 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 blah. Right? So you have to reverse engineer those JavaScript, and yeah, it is doable. Everything is doable. Okay. Uh, I created a fishlet. It works, but doesn't capture the username and password. See, it is your fishlet problem. First, do one thing. Use the burp suite, BURP SUIT, burp proxy, and try to check in which request the username and password are getting transit, and check that if the username and password is getting encrypted before transport, right? That is also important. If it is getting like encrypted before transport, then you have to inject the custom JavaScript to make the request with unencrypted username and password. If it is getting encrypted, then also there are ways. Sometimes, sorry, if it is not getting encrypted, then there are ways. Sometimes what happens, by default, you like try to create the fishlet with the default fishlet syntax, but your data is in the JSON format, so you will be not able to capture, right? In your case, I am not sure what is the reason, but most of the times if you know all of these things, then the reason will be regular expression. You are not able to write the regular expression to locate that particular email and password in the junk of yard. Okay, so yeah, that might be the one result. In order to provide you like more details, I have to see your fishlet. I have to have like access to your fishlet, then only I'll be able to do it. Okay, so do one thing, please do one thing, send me that particular fishlet on the Telegram. I'll try to look into it, and I'll provide you a solution. Okay. Okay, you are saying yes, password is getting encrypted. Then it's quite easy, brother. Like if password is getting encrypted, then you are halfway there. You just need to like add the JavaScript to record the passwords and username and send over the plain text. That's it, nothing else. And that can be done using the inject.js also. So use the inject.js, and that will do your work. Okay. Yeah, please put more questions. Meantime, let me check what is the time right now, how long I've been streaming. Okay, great. Now, so one of the popular question that I am getting on the Telegram is, yes, do one thing, send me the fishlet on the Telegram, but I will not check right now. I have few things in the line. So once I'm done there with that, just send me your original username, which is you are using on the YouTube, so that at least I will come to know that okay, you are coming from the YouTube, and I'll take your question first. Okay, great. Okay, so one of the popular question I am getting in these days on the Telegram is, what happened to the Google Fishlet? See, the problem with the Google Fishlet is current Google Fishlet that I have provided in the course is already working. The only problem is it's not working with the regular version of the Evilginx anymore. It is only working with the Evilginx plus Evil Puppet setup. Okay, so most of the user already don't have access to that Evil Puppet source code. Okay, because it's a pro source code that is available with the original author only. So that's the one drawback. Second drawback is most of the people are setting up their Evilginx on 1 GB RAM, 1 core server. But when you come to the Evil Puppet, you have to have minimum 4 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM and minimum 2 core server. Okay, depending on your situation. Because when you use the Evil Puppet, it actually opens the background browser in the background on the server. So, and I'm talking about graphical user interface, that browser. Okay, so yeah, it takes a RAM, it takes a graphical user interface, so it requires additional computing power. So yeah, please do that. Get a big server and get the Evil Puppet version and use my fishlet and it will work. Okay, great. Okay, so one more thing, a lot of people are sharing me a lot of other phishing frameworks. Okay, like Modeliska is there, then there is a Easy BITB, then there was one more fishlet. I think I have saved that in my one of my message. Let me just check it one more time. Yeah, it was frameless. Okay, so yes, there are a lot of tools available in the market, but each tool has its own drawback. Each tool is useful in certain cases, in their own cases, in their own situations. So please check which tool is suiting best for your situation and go with that only. Okay, there are head, like if I try to search the GitHub, like there are crazy solutions available, right? I cannot just show you all solutions. You have to do your own research also. Okay, okay. Also, when sending out phishing link, what could be the reason for it to handling heading to the spam in the mailbox, especially in the O65 phishing link? Hmm, I don't know. I don't know. See, depends on lot of functions. Like, first of all, I'm not promoting any illegal activities here. I'm just providing educational content. I'm assuming that you are a researcher and you are asking questions best for your research. So that's why I'm just providing my opinion. Okay, that's all. Okay. I think like there are a lot of factors. First factor is obviously the SMTP itself. In the SMTP itself, you have a lot of factors also, like your domain reputation, like your IP reputation, how warm up your IPs are, right? So these factors are already there in SMTP. It also depends on which server you are using for sending the email. Are you using the PMTP? Are you using the PMTA? And what was that second? SMTP? No, normal SMTP. So yeah, it really depends on that. On the most of the cases, PMTA is the most popular software which is used by the companies to send the emails in the bulk emails. The second thing is about the IP reputation. Most of the bulk emails sent by the IP ranges, those guys who have the full IP ranges. Like I'll be not sending the email from only one IP. I'll have obviously the 15-20 IP addresses and I'll be using the rotation mechanism. Okay, I don't know how to set up that. I don't know how that works, but I have seen in one setup that they use the IP rotation, okay, to send the emails. So yeah, it depends on your SMTP quality also. The second thing is your email, how well you are in like encapsulating your email. If you are including the lot of HTML content which is getting loaded remotely, then definitely your email is going to the spam for sure. What it should be is your email has to be static as much as possible. So try to create HTML email which is not loading too much content from the low like web. It's okay to load few images but not the actual JavaScript and all. Okay, yeah, I think that are the only tips I can give as of now in the public domain. Okay, great. Yes, it is just Cloudflare, CAPTCHA. There is no need to click on the captcha. It is just verifying the browser reputation. And tried in the burp, it won't load. Gives 403, but it loads fine. Your IP issue, your server IP issue is there. Okay. Try to do one thing. Try to use the proxy in the Evilginx, and it should work. And try to use the residential proxy. If you are using dynamic residential IP proxy with the sticky IP addresses, that will be great. Okay, bro, doubt. Renting or buying a web service is important to host the Evilginx link. Yes, it is important. Why should you? Why would anyone host the Evilginx link on their own computer? Why? Like, I don't understand. Because it is really easy to backtrack, right? So it is like quite safer way. At least there will be one intermediary, which is cloud provider, which will be not providing your data really easily. So yeah, please use it if it is possible. Then use the bulletproof cloud providers also for educational purpose and research purpose only. Okay, great. Next question. Cryptos. Why blacklist is turned on? When blacklist is turned on, can others who I sent my link still be able to view the link or not? Yes, they will be able to see the link. But if their IP address is, let's say, blocked in the block list, then they will be not. So best way to do this is modify this Evilginx source code, add a one function called whitelist. Okay, that is just my idea of my brain right now. Create one function called whitelist and create a one list in which you will add your client's IP address where you are sending the email link, if you know their IP addresses. Okay, and make those IP addresses white. Apart from that, I'm not sure, like it is not feasible solution first of all, because how you will know IP address of that guy, right? In case you know, then yeah, that solution can be used. In case you don't know, then yes, um, it will not. It will not block that particular user as long as he's clicking on the valid logs URL. It will not block. Okay, that's the whole purpose of the blacklist, by the way. Great. Is there any way, any other tool to create the phishing link? There are a hell lot of tools. There are crazy tools. But each tool has their own drawbacks. As of now, in the market, Evilginx is on the top, like literally top. There are a lot of proprietary tools also available, but the problem with that proprietary tools is, they take your data and all, right? So I don't think so. You should go with that. Open source tool is only one, which is Evilginx, and it is created by the Russian guy. So good thing is he is not following any law. That way you will get a lot of legitimate upgrades in that particular tool, right? Yeah, Evilginx is the winner. Okay, next question. Coding Ariel, sorry, Coding Ariel. I know you have created a lot of meetings, but I didn't attend those meetings because you created in odd timing and I forgot to send you update. Okay, I still little confused with the cases when I need to write a string. Which string? Which string? Are you talking about the fishlet or are you talking about the modification of the source code? Please let me know in the comment. Be more specific. Give me like more data. Okay, love yourself. Hello there, bro. I use HTML and CSS to construct my letter and design the pictures so it doesn't load too much from the web. Good. It is still lands in the junk, your SMTP issue. So please, how do I encrypt my letter to land in the inbox? See, I'm not sure. Like I met a lot of guys and they are saying, how do I encrypt? How do I encrypt? See, there is no way to encrypt until and unless you are using like proprietary email services. Okay, there is no way to encrypt. If you are like assuming for educational purpose, you are sending for, like, let's say some guy in the US or something, he's not going to use that proprietary tool to decrypt your email. So your email has to be the regular email, and it has to go through the whatever the junk box is there, right? Whatever filters are there, right? So don't talk about those encrypt and that stuff here. Create a static HTML emails. That's the first thing. Second thing is use like crazy legit SMTP service. Then only it will land. Or create your own service with the warmed IP addresses, and don't send like trash to a lot of email addresses. Okay. Yeah, protect your SMTP. SMTP is a key, bro. Like, I don't know what you're thinking, but SMTP is a key. I also don't know how to get good SMTP, by the way, if your next question is that. Because I'm not expert in the SMTPs. I'm expert, literally, I'm not expert in anything. I'm just learner. But yeah, I'm not definitely not expert in the SMTP, right? I cannot guide on that. Okay, next question. How can we get across so we can rub ideas? So if you don't mind, I'll block you. Don't put those messages in my chat box. I'll block you. The reason behind I'm not creating community where people can talk to each other is people share lot of crazy idea. If one guy gets in the trouble, all guys will be getting into the trouble, and definitely I'll be getting in the trouble more than you guys because I am hosting those communities. Okay, so that's why I'm not letting people talk. I'm keeping those guys different. Like, I'm not allowing to send messages on my Telegram. Okay, and it is good for you also. And if you are thinking that you are using Telegram and you are secure, no, you are not secure. Latest reports are there that Telegram is also sharing the user data with the government. Okay, and they are not only sharing the IP and username, they are sharing like legit data, phone numbers, geolocations, and all of this shit. So forget about like you're secure and that shit. Okay, and love yourself. You are just got blocked, right? Okay, let me go to the next question. Cryptos. Yes. Any solution for these loads fail to redirect data file, read Evilginx, translate, whatever it is. Not sure. Like, I don't have much experience with the turnstile. If I want to provide you something, then I have to check personally. Face to face, I have to get my hands on, and then only I'll be able to provide you a solution. Okay. Cryptos. If my Evilginx server is not running, can the link still work, or I need to leave it on all the time? See, Cryptus, it's a kind of common sense question, don't mind. But see, when you turn off the Evilginx, the link will not work. And if you want to keep it on, then you have to keep it on so that your link will be keep working. Okay. So keep it on. Okay. In the course, I have provided the methods to keep it on. There are few methods, two, three, four methods by which you can keep the Evilginx running in the background so that links will be active. Okay, great. I don't have money to buy your rent web server now. I need to learn this practically. Is there any way free way? No, no, there are no ways. There are like Google is also providing free cloud credit. DigitalOcean is also providing free cloud credit. So just sign up and get those free credit and use it and dump it. That's it. Simple as that. Don't make excuses. If you want to learn, you will find the ways. Okay? Great. Okay, so please put next questions. Please don't leave the comment box empty. Otherwise, I have to leave this stream. Okay? Meantime, let me see the questions from the top. Uh, About the Cloudflare turnstile, I came across 2 3 times, but I didn't like work on it actively to draw my conclusions if it is like you know bypassable or not. Okay, and if it is bypassable, then definitely I'll be reporting the Cloudflare itself because they will pay me like good bounty, right? So yes. Is this section is only for Evilginx? No, it is not for Evilginx. It is generalized section. But yes, I provide most of the answers to the Evilginx. If you have any other questions also, then also you can go ahead and put those questions. I'll be happy to uh, answer your questions. Okay, great. The next question. Why do you ignore me and my questions? Are you coding? Please give me more ground. Your questions are not clear. Okay, give me proper like text to understand the whole situation, then only I'll be able to answer your questions. If you are putting like fragments of the question, I'll be not able to answer because I don't know what we discussed last time. I have too many people on the line. I talk to like crazy number of people every single day. So please try to understand and give me more ground to think on. Okay, great. Love yourself. Hello, brother. Do you think Evil Go Fish is the ultimate setup? No, no, no. Nothing is ultimate setup. Each setup has their own drawback. Each setup has their own mechanisms. Each setup has their own flaws. So by only using that particular setup for some time, you will be able to discover those flaws. And if you have the knowledge of the coding and mind to build the logic, then only you will be able to fix those flaws. And eventually, you will be bringing that setup to the next level. There is no setup called ultimate setup because like once the website is releasing new function or once the antivirus is providing new function to detect, then your setup is useless. You have to keep improving yourself to live up to that particular line so that you will be not get by ignored. Great. I set everything up, but I can't receive a login and password. The page works fine. I managed to log in successfully, but I don't receive the credentials. I'm trying to do it on Instagram. Can you help? First of all, don't be idiot and put the name of the company in the chat box because this chat stays like quite long time and that can be censored, like use that particular data can be used against you also. And the second thing is use the burp. Okay, I'm keep talking about the burp is the ultimate way to decide how to create the fishlet, how to do modification in the source, because it really depends on that particular site. And in order to understand behavior of that particular site, you have to use the burp proxy. In the burp proxy, you can capture the traffic, you can learn the patterns, you can check the responses, you can learn the behavior, and based on that you can create your fishlet, you can modify your fishlet. For example, if the client side is sending encrypted password and username to the backend side, then only be detected in the burp. And you can see how it is sending. Then you will come to your conclusion that no, it is not sending the username encrypted. It is only sending the password encrypted. So in that case, you can add the mechanism to capture username in the using fishlet. But for the password, you can inject the JavaScript using inject.js method, and then you can capture using the fishlet, right? So two things. Then you need to make sure that it is sending the normal post method using normal form, or is it using the JSON, or is it using the some kind of, I don't know, web sockets. Then really depend, like solution really depends on that also, right? So learn the burp, check the videos. I know I'm covering the burp on my channel also, but I didn't add in too much videos. I'm busy. Check other YouTube channel, learn the burp, and burp is the way to go. Okay, next question. For phishing, Evilginx for DDoS, what tool can we use? DDoS. I don't get your question. I'm not getting your question. For phishing Evilginx for DDoS, which tools can we use? So I think there are two questions separately. For Evilginx, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Please be clear. DDoS is completely different thing. Evilginx is completely different thing. One is used for phishing. One is used for taking services down or uh, making service malfunction, something like that. Okay, please be specific. I'll coding. I don't have option to write many texts here. Sorry. YouTube has a limit on the text. I know. My question is about the section subfilter. When I should write the string in the subfilter, which string you want to find, that will be in the search, and after the searching that particular string with you want to replace, that will be in the replace. Okay. uh it really depends which string to add in that particular subfilter. Let's say you want to avoid getting into the bots, then you can remove the meta tag. So in that case you can add the whole meta HTML tag in the search and replace with the empty. So that should do the thing. Okay. Array, ARE. How do I add a server receive endpoint in Evilginx Community Edition to receive the data captured by the front-end JavaScript? You don't need to add. See, in my old setups, I think I have showed you that to do that, but I don't think so that is required anymore. Do one thing, whatever the capture data is there using the JavaScript, just make the post request to the any random URL to the backend. The purpose is just to send that data over the network so that Evilginx can see it. If it can see it, it can capture it. It doesn't necessarily have to be valid endpoint. You can add slash xxxxxxxx and send data to that endpoint. Okay, that's it. The only motive is to send on the network so that we can capture it. That's it. Okay, great. Next question. Which file should I modify to do this, and should we start? You need to add in the Evilginx fishlet. That's it. Okay, what is the best tool that we can use for DDoS? I don't know, and I cannot provide that information on the this YouTube shit. Okay. Uh, don't ask sensitive questions here because there is a chance that my channel also get down for because of that. I have too many reports against me. Krutik, hi Krutik, it's been long time. Your course was too much useful. Thanks. To learn a lot of things. That's for sure. I'm providing only quality data and only quality content. It's OP recommended for all of those who want to learn the upgrade themselves. Thanks, Krutik, for recommending the course. And obviously, guys, like I have like too many positive reviews. Those who guys has purchased the course from the original guy, the original 400 euro course, those guys also appreciate the my course. Okay, they also say that your course is quite easy to understand and you cover a lot of data in it, right? And it's quite up to date. So yeah, thanks for supporting, guys. They right now the sales are 200 plus. So thanks those 200 peoples. Okay, next question. Hello, brother. Can we make a VID using Burp Suite to do more complex website that sends messages to the back to the? Okay, yes, you love yourself. That can be done, but that requires the dedication and consistency and the time. And if you are asking me, I don't have time. Okay. But if you are willing to do it, definitely please do it. It's it can be done. Everything can be done. Only thing is you have to be patient to put the time into it. and put your efforts into it. That's it. Okay. ARE, thank you very much for your answer. That's my job. I help people. Okay, guys, I think it's enough. Yes, thanks for info. We'll be waiting for the DM. Yes, yes. Right now, I have one meeting after this, and definitely after the meeting, I'll be able to contact you and a lot of other guys. Those who have already sent me messages on the Telegram, and those who have the course, they'll be able to get my responses much faster because on the course holders, for the course holders, the response is in the priority list. Love yourself. I try to change my fishlet link to the attachment format. It doesn't capturing the cookies. Not sure what is the issue. Need to check the fishlet. Not sure what is the issue. It can be anything. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and it's a time now to end the stream. And thanks for supporting and keep spreading good words about me because see, I'm providing a lot of quality content, but the only problem is my channel is not getting like enough coverage. Okay, as compared to the content, the quality content I'm providing, right? So yeah, if you appreciate my content, if you appreciate what I do, if you like have some positive feelings about me, then please do one thing: share my channel with your social media, on your social media, and try to get me cross at least 10K. That way only I'll be able to run this channel profitably. Right now I am doing all of this shit for full time, but I'm not getting returns that I'm expecting. So yeah, please keep supporting. Then only I'll be able to keep generating these quality contents for you. Okay, great. Love yourself. DM me on the Telegram. Definitely, I'll be resolving your questions. Okay. Yes. Thanks for watching and see you guys. See you in the next stream, and that will be probably on Thursday, I guess, or the next Sunday. Until then, please send me bulk of questions. I don't mind sending crazy hundreds of questions on the Telegram or on this site. You can use my website, which is fluxet.com, to add questions there. And community will help you to answer questions. And definitely, I'll be there to answer also, right? And you can see on the Fluxet, by the way, a lot of people these days are putting the questions on the basically Fluxet. Let me show you. Okay. Okay, let me just show you. So right now, can you see in the Fluxet, there are a lot of people now these days are putting the questions, and there are a lot of people who are answering the questions also. Like, check this latest question. I think it's a 10 hours, right? Some guy like asked this question, and Lulu is basically replying that question. Then again, there is a conversation going on until he gets this solution, right? So yes, there are ways. Like, see, in this question, there are almost like 6, 7 people contributing in this particular answer to find the solution, right? So yeah, community helps to grow. So if possible, if I'm not answering your question, you can put it here, but make sure that you are not putting the sensitive information that will get my website banned. Okay. Apart from that, thanks for watching. See you in the next. Let me find my end stream button and keep supporting. Okay. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.